Hi, Billy from Torello Bikes. I'm here today to talk to you about the Priority 600X Adventure mountain bike. Priority Bikes have been focused on belt drive bikes ever since they started in 2014. This one, just like all their other bikes, has got a Gates carbon belt drive system on it. This is using the Gates CDX carbon system here, you can see it. If you're not used to a carbon belt drive, it replaces where you normally have your chain. Super suited actually to a mountain bike. It's very good at being resistant to kind of mud and dirt and things like that, getting into the chain system. Don't have to worry about any of that, kind of a lot less maintenance. It's all single piece, there's no kind of connection there, so it means it hasn't got any of that worries about breakages or having to replace the chain that you'd have with an ordinary bike. The bike's also got these Wren inverted suspension. You ordinarily have suspension kind of other way around. The Wren have gone the opposite, which means the suspension is kind of pushed towards the bottom, and it's got lockout at the top, you kind of expect, but the way it's worked is supposedly to kind of give you kind of low center of gravity, make it more kind of comfortable. I found them a tiny bit soft, but really good. Definitely suited for off-road. If you're using this on a long distance sort of road journey, I'd rock them out, kind of save energy on that one. But off-road, really nice kind of soft kind of suspension here, suited for using as you'd expect with a mountain bike. One of the other really interesting things about the Priority 600X is the gear system. Now it does have 12-speed gears on it, controlled by grip shifters on the handlebars, but this Pinion C-Line gearing system sits in here. It gives you 12 speed, it gives you 600 ratio. Now I use this on some pretty serious incline, absolutely no problem at all in terms of getting a low enough ratio for you to pedal with. The other bit about it is quite unusual because you've got the belt drive and you've got this kind of internal gearing system. It meant I didn't have to choose what gear I was in. I was going uphill. You can change gear as you're going uphill, no problem. There's no kind of risk about putting too much tension on the chain. You literally adjust the gearing as you're going uphill, effortlessly kind of changes gears. The wheels on the bike, it's got 29-inch wheels, pretty common 29-inch mountain bike. Chunky tyres, 2.4-inch Goodyears fitted on this one, the one I'm testing. They do offer different tyre sizes. You want something slightly smaller if you're using it more as a bit more of a road bike at times, if you're kind of going distance. With the Wren suspension and this kind of the front tube, it is very high. I mean, compared to an ordinary mountain bike, I'd say there's a good 3-4 inches higher kind of coming here, which actually gives kind of quite a comfortable kind of upright position, which is great. I found it really comfortable to ride on. I'm 6'3", and this is a large, good fit for me, but it's worth kind of thinking about that kind of geometry of the bike in terms of how much higher the front is as you're riding it. As I've talked before, and I've ridden a lot of belt drive bikes. Belt drive bikes really are quiet. They don't make any noise, much completely different feel to it to a conventional bike. If I lift this pedal, I don't think you'll be able to hear it, but there is nothing. There's no sound, nothing comes through. It makes a really smooth cycling experience, which is fantastic. Really lovely ride to go on when you're using it, which is a result of that gearing system and the belt drive combined to give you a kind of really smooth ride. Overall, really love this bike. I've spent 8 weeks now riding it, using it on some pretty long distance journeys off-road. Really comfortable from the beginning to end, not let me down at all. Always enjoyed the belt drive on any bike I've ridden, and this is no exception. It's expensive, but if you're looking for some serious off-road bike, probably if you're kind of not just for kind of long distance bike packing, but just something you want to use pretty heavily and enjoy. Effortless going uphill with that, you really enjoy it, and it's a perfect alternative to an electric mountain bike. If you're interested and want to find out more, please click through. The full link to the review is there with all the specifications about the bike, more about buying it, options, pricing. We've got it all on there. Please click through and see more about the bike. Please subscribe, follow up to posts. We review bikes, we review all sorts of content on a regular basis.